The golden age of superheroes gave us some of the most iconic characters in comic book history. But did you know that before the Marvel and DC we know today, there was a whole world of heroes who fought epic battles, inspired hope during war, and set the foundation for everything that followed? Most people don't realize how deep this era goes, or how much it shaped the heroes we love now. In today's video, I'm taking you back to the golden age of superheroes to explore the origins, the legends, and the lasting impact they left on pop culture. Make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite hero, and subscribe so you never miss the stories behind the legends. Let's jump in. The 1930s felt like the world was stuck in a never-ending crisis, with one disaster piling on top of another. The Great Depression had crushed economies, left millions unemployed, and drained all sense of stability. Families lost homes, futures became uncertain, and despair hung heavy in the air. Just as people tried to recover, global tensions escalated and war loomed. The world was desperate for a symbol of hope, something to believe in when everything felt lost. That's when comic books emerged as a powerful escape, offering more than just entertainment. They introduced larger-than-life figures who stood for justice, courage, and resilience. These heroes weren't bound by the real world's limits, and that's exactly what made them so needed. Readers found strength in their stories, and for the first time, fantasy offered a real emotional lifeline. This spark would grow into a cultural phenomenon that still thrives today. Superman was created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, two young comic fans trying to break into a struggling industry during hard times. Back in 1933, they dreamed up a hero who could stand for something bigger, a fearless defender of justice with unmatched strength and an unshakable moral compass. It wasn't until 1938 that their idea took flight in Action Comics #1, published by DC. The iconic cover of Superman lifting a car instantly grabbed attention and announced a new kind of storytelling. Readers connected deeply with this caped figure, who made the impossible feel possible. In a world filled with fear and uncertainty, Superman became more than just a character. He became a symbol of hope. His popularity exploded, and his success showed that people were hungry for heroes. The floodgates opened as other publishers rushed to create their own champions. With that, the superhero genre officially began its golden legacy. Superman's massive success in 1938 lit the spark, but what followed was a full-blown explosion of capes, masks, and colorful costumes. Comic book companies sprang up left and right, each hoping to cash in on the growing demand. It felt like a creative arms race where heroes with wild powers and bold ideals appeared on every newsstand. The superhero genre wasn't just born, it erupted into a phenomenon. In 1939, Batman entered the scene with a darker tone, showing readers a hero who relied on fear, intellect, and determination instead of superpowers. That same year, Wonder Woman debuted with strength, compassion, and a golden lasso that could reveal the truth. In 1941, Captain America burst onto the page from Timely Comics, punching out Hitler in his very first appearance. As DC and Timely grew, so did a legendary rivalry that would define pop culture for generations. Golden Age heroes followed a clear and consistent mold. They were the ultimate good guys. There were no moral gray areas or deep inner conflicts. Right was right, wrong was wrong, and the hero always stood for truth and justice without hesitation. Their stories focused on action, optimism, and clear victories, making every issue feel like a reassuring promise that good would always prevail. Readers weren't looking for complexity. They wanted hope, and these characters delivered it. Patriotism was front and center, with many heroes wrapped in stars, stripes, and bold ideals. Their brightly colored costumes symbolized strength and confidence, even if the fashion choices were wild. Villains were pure evil, with exaggerated personalities and over-the-top schemes that made them fun to hate. Their goals were cartoonish, but that only added to the charm. These simple, feel-good tales help define the magic of the Golden Age and why it still resonates with fans today. Captain America became a powerful symbol during World War II, delivering a punch to evil on the cover of his first comic. That image of him hitting Hitler wasn't just for show, It was a clear message that superheroes stood with justice. Comics then were more than stories. They were tools for morale. Heroes like Superman, Wonder Woman, and the original Human Torch fought enemies that mirrored real-world threats. These adventures sparked hope, unity, and belief that good would win. Captain America, created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby in 1941, reflected wartime heroism. His stories pushed patriotic values and inspired readers to stand against tyranny. He wasn't just throwing punches, he was motivating a nation. His presence with other heroes helped establish superheroes as cultural icons tied to national pride. Through bold art and clear messages, comics became propaganda with a purpose, shaping how people saw justice and bravery. But after the war, the world changed and so did readers. After facing real horrors, superhero stories started to feel out of sync. By the late 1940s, people turned to romance and horror comics for new emotions and excitement. Sales for many titles dropped, and several series were canceled. Only major names like Superman and Batman stayed afloat. The market shrank, publishers closed, and the genre slowly lost its place in pop culture. The biggest hit came in the 1950s when psychologist Frederick Wertham blamed comics for harming kids. His book Seduction of the Innocent sparked panic and led to the Comics Code Authority. The rules banned violence, dark themes, and moral questions. This strict control drained creativity from comics. Superheroes turned bland, villains boring, and stories predictable. With the fun gone, readers moved on, and the Golden Age ended quietly under pressure. The Golden Age of superheroes is like that legendary first season of a hit show, the one that sets the tone for everything that follows. It gave us the foundation of the genre, with unforgettable characters and stories that were bold in their simplicity. These early tales didn't just entertain, they carved the blueprint for generations of storytelling. From 1930 to 1950, creators shaped what it meant to be a hero. Their work still echoes through every cape, mask, and symbol we see today. Core values like unwavering justice and moral clarity became cornerstones of superhero fiction. Heroes were lights in dark times, fighting evil without moral ambiguity. The fantasy of saving the world through strength and courage became a cultural dream. That era planted the seeds of heroism that continue to bloom in comics and movies. Each new story, no matter how modern, carries a spark from those early years. Some legends from that period never faded. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman not only survived, they thrived. Superman set the standard for idealism and virtue, remaining a symbol of pure heroism. Batman brought shadows and complexity, showing that a hero could struggle yet still fight for justice. Wonder Woman led with strength and compassion, proving that power has many faces. These icons outgrew the page and became timeless symbols of what heroes could be. As the Golden Age transitioned into the Silver Age, these characters were redefined and reimagined. But even with new looks and modern updates, they stayed true to their roots. Their enduring presence reminds us that the spirit of that golden era still beats strong. What started as colorful tales during hard times became the foundation of a genre that continues to inspire the world. The impact of the Golden Age heroes goes far beyond their colorful costumes. They emerged during challenging times, bringing hope, courage, and a clear message that good would always triumph. These characters weren't just comic figures, they became symbols of resilience and optimism when the world needed it most. Their stories offered comfort and inspiration, reminding readers that even in dark moments, heroes stand strong. The cultural weight of their legacy still resonates deeply today. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman didn't stay trapped in the past. They evolved, adapted, and continue to inspire new generations. Like timeless classics, their core values of justice, bravery, and humanity remain relevant across decades. These heroes shaped not only comics, but also how stories about right and wrong are told worldwide. And honestly, who hasn't dreamed of being a hero in everyday life? Whether it's lending a hand or standing up for what's right. Now it's your turn. Which Golden Age hero speaks to you the most? Is it Superman's strength and compassion, Batman's cleverness and determination, Or Wonder Woman's power and wisdom? Share your favorite in the comments and let's chat about how these icons changed the comic world and us too. Their influence lives on in every page, every movie, and every fan's heart. The Golden Age may have ended, but its legacy shines brighter than ever. Those early heroes set the stage for everything that followed, proving that even the simplest stories can leave the deepest marks. Their spirit continues to inspire courage, hope, and the belief that anyone can be a hero in their own way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip back to the golden age of superheroes, don't forget to like, comment your favorite hero, and subscribe for more awesome content. Your support helps keep the channel going strong. See you in the next video, and remember, stay heroic.